Hey guys, welcome to my channel, or welcome back to my channel. Today,
welcome back to my channel.
Is that like a dream of yours?
No, that's Jeffree Star.
Oh.
This girl.
I don't watch. Anyway, so today I am with my friend Alyssa. She's going to talk all about being a business administration major. I know it was one of the few requested videos that you guys wanted to watch. I'm going to try to also work on finding someone with an English major. Yeah. The issue is that I don't really know people who are majoring in English, but as soon as I find someone, I'm going to force them or drag them to make a video with me. No worries. So that's enough about that. So let's let's just jump right into the video. All right, so the first question I want to ask is, obviously you all know she's a business administration major. So why don't you tell us a little bit about what business administration is?
It's pretty much the most basic of all business. This gives you like a lot of free range to do whatever you choose to do. Having the certain emphasis just in management alone gives you a lot of opportunities to take other classes that you might want to take and explore. Like right now I'm taking a social media marketing class right now, and I'm liking it actually a lot more than my regular business classes, because this I can actually see myself doing.
So can you talk a little bit about what the different types of emphasis are? So just so you guys know, we both go to Cal State San Marcos, so this program may be a little bit different, or maybe it's the same as other schools, who knows, but just take it with a grain of salt. This is just kind of like general information that you can go off of and ask questions for the particular schools that you want to apply for.
So at Cal State San Marcos, we have a lot of different emphasis you can choose. There's like global business management, there's a bunch of different management ones, and then there's like accounting, there's finance, there's like global trade, and like chain supply management, and like there's so many. I don't even know. I just know that from the classes that I get to take, I could take any one of those. I could take a finance class, I could take accounting, I could take marketing, I could take management, I could take anything, because mine is super broad.
So let me just preface and say, at our school, there's like, you have to take the pre-business classes to see if you get accepted into the program. So do you want to talk a little bit about what that's like, is applying as a business major and being a pre-business major?
Okay, so I'll just like do like a simple like overview. When you first say, oh, I declare as a business major, you're gonna have to take, I believe it's 8 classes. I could be wrong. I think it's 8 to 10. But pre-business classes like business law, you have to take a business calc class, you have to take stats, you have to take a bunch of like different little 2 accounting classes. Like you have to take a bunch of different classes before you can apply. But to apply, you need to have C's or better. So that means no C minuses and D's or F's. And a C is like barely, because if you get a lot of C's, you're not going to make the GPA requirement of your actual pre-business like requirements, if that makes sense.
So at our school, business is a really, really impacted major, which is why we have the pre-business to begin with. So really like the best of the best, and GPA wise, are the ones who get accepted into the program, at least here at our school. So
you could have like a 3.2 GPA, but if all of your pre-business classes you're getting C's in, most likely you're not going to get accepted. But you can apply and they'll walk you through it.
All right, so as a business management emphasis, what type of classes do you typically take? Like in the course of the past 3.5 years, what kind of classes have you taken?
Ooh, okay, so for our specific college, we have to take a lot of pre-business classes, and you get to pick your emphasis. You can always change it at any time. That just means you have to do a little bit more school, but some of them cross. Like if I wanted to do marketing, I could change that easily. I've taken like 4 marketing classes, and I would only need like a couple more. But for management, like I said, I get to take a bunch of different ones, so it's not really a problem.
So aside from your core classes, what other type of classes have you been able to take?
I'm also minoring in women's studies. So a lot of my women's studies classes have been able to like double dip. Like I took a theater arts class, but it was focused on like women and pop culture, which I thought was really interesting. It was a really easy class, but it was more fun than anything. We got to watch plays and get graded on going to plays and writing like papers on how it relates to us women in today's society and stuff like that. So those classes, to be a minor, you have to take 18 units. That's just a little off topic, but most of them have double dipped into like your upper division and my lower division GEs. So that works too. I've taken a lot of those classes, obviously, but I've also taken like a film class, Spanish. You have to take 3 semesters of Spanish.
Yeah.
Ish. Sometimes too.
Side note, if you're still in high school, I highly recommend either taking an AP language exam if you have that available to you, or if you are already a native speaker of a language, talk to the counselor at your college and see if there's a class or a test that you can take before school starts that'll exempt you from the language requirement if your school has that, which I think most schools
I know for a fact you can do it here, because I was going to do it too instead of taking 2 more semesters of Spanish, because I was like, oh, I got this. But then I don't know, I needed like the units for school stuff to graduate, so I needed to take it anyway.
Yeah.
But I could have taken the test like anytime. You can take it anytime, but don't like pass it on to the last minute, because then you're going to be stuck with 3 semesters of Spanish to do.
Yeah, exactly. Unless you're like a Spanish minor or major, then obviously that doesn't matter. But if you're just doing it for the language requirement, try to get that done as soon as you can. You
highly recommend.
You don't want to wait until your senior year to take all your language requirements, because then you're gonna not even get to take advantage of all the fun classes that you can take, because a lot of the best classes that you can take are actually offered for upper division classes. So for upperclassmen, juniors, and seniors. So you don't want to waste your time taking Spanish classes or any other language, French, German, whatever your school offers, when you could have taken that your freshman year and get it out of the way. Your first 2 years of school are usually just your GEs. You can take some fun classes, but the majority of them are just kind of, whatever your school requires, and then a couple more after that. Kind of careers you can take with a business management bachelor's.
Business management is one of like the broadest, like I said before, so you literally can get a job in anything. It doesn't even have to be in management. You could get a job in marketing. You can get a job in finance. You literally can get a job not even in the business world with this degree. Just having it and saying like, I got through this and I can do this, and look at all my skills and everything that I've picked up over the years, you'll be fine.
And so like something that you mentioned that I totally agree with, unless you're like a engineering major or like a very, very specific major that's like you can only have with that degree, a lot of majors, really what you take out of it is not so much like the career that it's technically for, but it helps you build a set of skills that you can apply to any career path that you choose to take. So for example, she was saying like you don't even have to be like in the business management world to get a job with this career, and the same with any of the majors that I've even mentioned on my channel. You don't have to necessarily stick for liberal studies to be a teacher, sociology to be a social worker, math to be a teacher. There's so many different careers because it teaches you a set of skills that you can apply for something else.
Just like my original plan, I wanted to be a lawyer and go to law school. I don't know about that now, but the option's still there.
Something cool to mention about Alyssa is that she actually has her cosmetology license. So with her business management degree, she can actually start her own business with that field as well. So really there's so many different things that you can go ahead and apply it to. Whatever you're interested in, like I'm sure you'll find a niche for it. Okay, so the final question that I want to ask is if you have any advice to give for anybody who's thinking about being a business administration major or thinking about changing their major to business or trying to choose a concentration, what would it be?
I would say that it's a good idea if you want to change, go with your gut. But I would say don't give up because it's a lot of work. It's a lot of stress. Luckily, I've been able to like, you know, get done in 4 years, but not a lot of people do. So don't give up. Like, it happens. Like,
it's normal.
It's normal to feel like you want to give up, but like, don't do it. You'll get done when you get done, and just remember that it's gonna be all worth it in the end.
And what about some of your favorite classes that you'd recommend people to take?
Social media marketing, that's my favorite one so far. I mean, it's challenging and it's a lot of work. Like, I spend like 6 hours a week just doing this one class, but it's a lot of fun. And I know that like being a millennial and whatever, like, you know, just being young, I have something fresh to offer the world. So already being young and being like into technology already, it gives me an upper hand on all of the people that are trying to do it right now. I can just like go in and steal someone's job pretty much. It's true.
Out here
like,
to steal your jobs.
Hey, better than your man's.
Oh my god, that's so true though.
Anyway, I would just say, do your research on classes. Rate My Professor is 99.9999999 effective, just like birth control. And so for people who already want to be business management or anything in the business field, like this pretty much, I don't speak for all of like the entire COBA, which is what we call it here.
What does that stand for?
The fact that I know this and you don't. I'm blinking right now. It's College of Business, Business Administration, yeah.
Okay, so COBA at Cal State San Marcos stands for College of Business Administration. So College of Business Administration. I'm not a like representative of that whole thing because I feel that they're like every major is different in their own ways, but we're all kind of the same. So like here I am.
Basically, like, this is just her experience, just like any other video. This is just our own personal experiences. Take it with a grain of salt. Hopefully this video just helps you have a general understanding of what business administration is, what kind of jobs that you can get with the degree, what kind of classes you can take, any emphasis that the school may offer. But like I said, every school is different, so just make sure you do your research as to like the different emphasis. You know, some of them might not have social media marketing, some of them might not have different kinds of finance or accounting. So just it really depends on your school.
A lot of colleges offer a lot more too. So like here we have a broad range of classes, but like for some reason every year like more classes get added or like taken away, or like I had a teacher that taught like GEL, which is like the basic class, and then all of a sudden is teaching like business management, and you're just like, what? And like, so teachers are changing, classes are changing, and so they're always taking things away and putting new things in, and our social media marketing class is like fairly new too. So I really like that one. I speak highly of that class. There's a lot of other classes here too, but that's my favorite.
Hopefully this video helped you guys out. Sorry if it's a little shaky. We had to be real innovative. I don't have a tripod. We're doing this at school. So, you know, I'll show you guys how we're recording this. I'm literally using my macaroni and cheese to hold the camera up, and then like we stacked my backpack and her backpack, and like we're just rolling with it.
Hey, this is
It's
college 2018 right here.
Exactly. So, you know, excuse the quality, and if it's shaky or if the noise is off, it's fine. You guys are still able to watch it and learn from it. But if you guys have any comments, questions, or concerns, please leave them down below. If you guys have any questions particular to Alyssa and her major, go ahead and leave them down below. I'll leave her social media linked as well. So if you guys want to follow her on Instagram, or I don't know if you want your Snapchat out, but
I have a Twitter.
her Twitter, I'll leave that down below. She's pretty funny, so there's your little plug in there. Thank you so much for watching, guys, and I will see you guys next time.
Comment,
Bye.
like, subscribe.
Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. Bye, guys.
Let me just show you guys how I have the video thing set up. So Allie, put your phone how I had my phone. So we were literally filming the video like that, hoping not to move, because if we laugh or move, the whole thing would fall. So yeah, I hope you guys appreciate this video.